Welcome back to What If Naruto was the reincarnation of Meliodas Part 2. Last time we left off was when Naruto was talking to his demon self, asking about his powers and everything else like that. Basically, he was asking about his dark matter and his antimatter, and his dark release. So, let's get back into it. He was asking about his antimatter, which Demon Naruto just say that antimatter is a matter if anybody touches it, then they will disintegrate in milliseconds, which Naruto is surprised about, seeing how overpowered that move is. Then he says about his other Genkai, not wood release, but dark release. Demon Naruto just say that dark release is able to control any darkness, and the example is like shadows, but it mostly works best at night. Which Naruto would nod and then ask one final and last question. What is that thing around him? Obviously talking about the demon form. Demon Naruto would just say that it's a form that multiplies your strength and all of your capabilities. The first form is you'll have markings go on your left eye and a marking go on your forehead. But until you're able to control it, then you'll go dark. The second form, the markings will still be on your forehead, and your eyes will turn black and everything else like that. But your arms will turn black as well, and you'll be able to manifest weapons out of your arms. And the last form is called assault mode. In assault mode, you're the most powerfulest form. Assault form is where your legs up to your torso gets covered in darkness, as long as it making a vest like on your body. Invest like darkness on your body. Naruto nods and then leaves the mindscape. But the last question was, how does he control it? And Dark Naruto just says that you need to start focusing on your emotions first, and when you start focusing on your emotions, then you'll be able to control the power. Naruto nods, seeing as he will have to watch some sad movies just to get his emotions under check. So, we do a 2-year time skip. Naruto is able to control his first form for about 15 minutes until losing control. This is due to all of him trying to keep all of his emotions check and fighting as well. So yes, Naruto, he is now 6 years old, and he's back in his forest training. He's working on his durability but he's working on making his demon form last longer while watching. So he goes back home, watches all the sad movies, and tries not to cry. Basically, hardening his heart. Basically, it takes him 1 more year to control the first form perfectly. And now he is 7 years old. Naruto hasn't entered the academy yet, even though he can. He doesn't feel like entering the academy. He says that he'll wait till he's 8 years old to enter the academy. Right now, Naruto's releases are fire release, dark release, antimatter release, and that's it. So Naruto right now, he's working on his antimatter release, making it like a Rasengan ball like that. Making like a Rasengan like that, but being able to control it at his max potential, making it where if a friend or somebody like that gets in the way, it won't be able to destroy it. kill him, which it takes him a week to do, and he's pretty happy seeing that he's finally able to control his antimatter without killing his friends. Then Naruto goes to sleep and sets his timer up for at nighttime. It's nighttime and Naruto goes out working on his dark release, trying to control the darkness to his advantage. Right now, Naruto could create its sword out of the darkness and antimatter, and he could create like a dome around him in darkness and antimatter. But the strongest thing that he could do right now is put antimatter and darkness and make a sword out of both darkness and antimatter while slashing the air, making it anti-dark slash, as you could call it. So yes, we do your time skip where Naruto is finally in the academy. Naruto is in the academy, and off the rip, he hates everybody. He sees them as cocky and annoying people. Cocky and annoying people. Until this one girl shows up. Her name is Karin Uzumaki. He sees her and takes an interest in her as he finds her cute, but he puts his head down. And no, he doesn't have meliodas. Perverted personality. So yeah, back to the story. And then he hears one person named Sasuke Uchiha telling him to get out of his seat, which Naruto doesn't even acknowledge Sasuke and just has his head and his arms laying down. This is when Sasuke yells at Naruto saying, Do you not hear me, or do you not acknowledge an Uchiha? Which Naruto just glares at Sasuke, seeing that he's just trying to use his Uchiha role to get past everything. Naruto then puts his head back down. And then this is when two people come in, being Ino and Sakura. They see Naruto and Sasuke seat, and then they tell Naruto to get up out of Sasuke's seat. Naruto just tells him to shut up, and Sasuke just gets annoyed by this and tries to throw a punch at Naruto but Naruto just catches this punch, throws him at the window, breaking the window, and throwing Sasuke out of the window. When Sasuke gets thrown out of the window, he is in pain. So he decides not to mess with Naruto anymore, and Sasuke and Ino doesn't either. But Naruto still has an interest in Karin. So the day goes by, it being boring, and Naruto not really caring about the day. All he's caring about is training, and basically that's it. So yeah. When Naruto gets home, he says hi to his parents and then goes back outside, about to go train. They don't even stop knowing that his power, and seeing as if he goes out of control, he may become evil and destroy the entire world. So yeah, they don't even try to stop him. So Naruto is outside practicing on his releases, his fire style, and since he already has full counter down, he's working on the revenge counter, I think it's called, where any damage he takes, and he does revenge counter, it'll be shot back at the opponent. So he's working on the revenge counter by shooting multiple fire bombs at his shadow clone, and the shadow clone doing full counter at Naruto, letting Naruto get hit by the fireballs, and then using revenge counter. After an hour, he finally gets it and is able to use revenge counter, but only uses it as a last resort. So yeah. Naruto was chilling, and he's just lying down in the grass, having his eyes closed and being pretty bored, seeing how nothing interesting has popped up yet, until he gets a thought in his head. He's thinking, what if he just goes see his Connie, since he's pretty bored and he wants to see her grin. So he gets up from lying down on the ground and decides to go after Connie and tries to find her. He finds her after 10 minutes later and goes in the cabinet just to see her without any family members. Naruto knocks on the door and Karin sees Naruto. She asks what is he doing here, and Naruto just said that he was bored and wanted to check up on her, which she got happy about, seeing how somebody takes an interest in her, and not like a relationship wise as she thinks, but just as like checking up on her. So yeah, she lets Naruto in sing, and Naruto's asking where her parents were. Connie says that they died when the Uzumaki clan got demolished, which Naruto feels sad about, but doesn't cry on the past, since it's the past now. So he asks Connie if he could stay here for a while, saying how he doesn't really have anything else to do and is pretty bored. Connie happily obliges, seeing how she basically just made a friend. And so yeah, they talk and then watch a movie, which Connie goes to sleep on Naruto's shoulder, and Naruto's just going to sleep on himself, basically, as you can say. In the morning, Connie wakes up to see that she's lying on Naruto, and blushes and gets up immediately. Then tells Naruto to get up because they're at the academy today. Which Naruto rubs his eyes and says that he's just going to make a shadow clone because he doesn't feel like going to the academy today. So he makes a shadow clone and makes the shadow clone go to the academy, while Connie just goes to the academy. Naruto is just training. Yeah, he is just training until he gets dragged into his mindscape. He is wondering why he's getting dragged into his mindscape until he sees Demon Naruto saying that he needs to control the second stage of his demon form, which Naruto just says that he's going to do it soon and doesn't feel like doing it right now, seeing how he's pretty bored. And he was about to train but decided not to. So yeah, Naruto is in the forest, laying down, trying to think of stuff to do to cure his boredom, which he can't find nothing in his head to search and find his cure to his boredom. So he just decides to lay there and go to sleep. A couple hours later, not Kushina, but Karin finds him and wakes him up, asking what is he doing out there. Naruto just said that he was going to train, but he got tired and bored, so he just went to sleep. Which Karin just said that you could always stay at her place. Stay at my place. And Naruto got a slight smile at this. So he went to Karin's house and stayed there. Talked to her and everything else like that. Watched another movie, and they basically cuddled with each other. So yeah, I'm probably just going to end this part soon because I'm super tired for some reason. But I'm probably going to go to the start of the Zabuza mission. And that's it. So yeah, back to the story. Naruto is now in, since he showed high skill and skill of jonin, Naruto is being put in the tuning exams at the age of 8. Naruto just finds this as a joke and wins the tuning exams, and this was taking place in the Sand Village, which he wins the tuning exams and then goes home with a tuning vest. Then we do a time skip. 4 years later, Naruto and everybody else that's in the academy is now 12 and getting their Jonin team sensei. Naruto is now a Jonin, but he doesn't feel like being a Jonin team leader, so he decides just to be co-captain for a Jonin team. And so yeah, Naruto is co-captain. We go back to the academy where everyone is calling out names for the teams. He goes out by saying Team 7. Connie, Uzumaki, Sasuke, Uchiha, and we're gonna make this team 2 females, so Karin and Sakura Haruno. Y'all be Team 7. Team 8. Hinata Hyuga, Kiba and Izuka, Kiba and Izuka, Shino, Aburame. Y'all be Team 8. Team 10 will be Shikamaru Nara, Ino Yamanaka, and Choji Akamichi. You will be Team 10. And last but not least, Team 13. Rock Lee, Neji Hyuga, and Tenten. You guys will be Team 13. And for y'all Johnny's team leader, Team 13, your Johnny team leader will be Mike Guy. Team 10, your Johnny team leader will be Asuma Saratobi. Team 8, your team leader will be Kurna Yuhi. And Team 7, you'll have 2 Johnny team leaders. It will be Kakashi Hatake and Naruto Namikaze Uzumaki. Everybody in that room are surprised seeing how Naruto became a Jonin at the age of 12. So yeah, you do the time skip 15 minutes later. Naruto gets there to pick up his team, but he knows Kakashi will be late, so he tells them to wait 1 hour and 45 minutes, and that's what Kakashi Hatake will be arriving. We do a time skip of 1 hour and 45 minutes, and Kakashi has just arrived. Kakashi tells them to go on the roof, ask them whether they dislike their likes, dreams, and aspirations, and their names. He says, Pinky, go first. And Sakura says the same bull as in canon. Sasuke says the same thing as in canon, wanted to kill Itachi. But Karin says her name is Karin Uzumaki. She says she dislikes not spending time with Naruto. She says she likes spending time with Naruto, and her dreams is to become a strong kunoichi and someday start a family. And they say sure. Not Naruto, but Kashi says a good dream, and then tells them to meet him at Trinity number 7 at 1 p.m. and don't eat breakfast. As Naruto and Kakashi disappear from sight, which Naruto just goes to Karin's house, and Karin knows about this, so they just go to each other's house. At this point in time, they are dating, and so yeah. We skip to the bell test. Kakashi tells them about the bell test, and if one of them fails, that they'll be sent back to the academy. So yeah. Since Karin is super smart in this, she's gonna say out that this bell test doesn't make sense. Kakashi asks why, and she just says that she never heard of a Guinea team with only 2 Guinea and 1 Jonin, which Kakashi just says that this time is a special occasion, and then Karin says if she looked in the Konoha law book right, then it's not a law to. It's a law to not only have 2 Guinea, and it's allowed to have 3 Guinea and the Johnny Team Sensei, which Kakashi just says he gives up and says that the whole team, the purpose of the test was teamwork, and he says that y'all don't look like you have chemistry or teamwork, but since you figured out the test, then I guess y'all pass. We do a time skip of the Zabuza mission. Sasuke is tired of these D-rank missions. Asks Minato if he could get a high-rank mission, such as a C rank, which Minato obliges, giving him the Tazuna mission. As Tazuna walks in, he makes fun of Sakura and Sasuke, and as soon as he's about to make fun of Karin, Naruto gives him a death stare, basically telling him not to make fun of her, and he doesn't. So this is where I'm gonna be in love. After this, I'm probably just gonna go to sleep or something like that, and that's it. Cause I'm super tired, and just telling y'all, I'm either about to play Xbox or something like that. And I'll drop my gamer tag down below if y'all want to play with me. Peace.